Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. Don't mind me as I do a little bit of on-screen healing and item purchasing right now, but we are here in episode number 67 of our Pokemon X playthrough here on the channel. In the last episode, if you missed it, first of all, there is a link in the description, of course, to the full playlist. Feel free to go check that out if you missed anything along the way. And if you're excited for more Kalos action, of course, feel free to click that like button down below and help support the channel and the video through those means, or that means, I guess I should say. So in the last episode, we made it here to Lumio City. This is what, our 87th time coming back here in this playthrough? Because after we got our gym badge in Anastair City, I was trying to think, did I say it right? I gotta go for 11 of those. Oh yes, Anastair City, we found out that Lysandre, leader of Team Flare, is wanting to wipe everybody off the planet except for Team Flare, and a couple of Team Flare grunts tipped us off to where to find more information about this and essentially find the headquarters. And it's here in Magenta Plaza, or rather just off of Magenta Plaza in Lumio City. We made our way in there. That was our first battle we had against Lysandre, I believe. You know, we've encountered him before. Never actually fought him. But we made our way to the secret lab, Lysandre Labs, in back of the coffee shop. Okay, so we got to go through. He said we got to fight a bunch of different, grunts and such. There is an elevator key one of his scientists has. We have to go get that. But before we go any deeper into here, we got to recap our team as per usual. Currently leading the way is our newly returned to the team Scales, our Shelgon at level 45. He's an impish Pokemon with Rock Head ability, holding the leftovers for HP recoveries. He's got Shadow Claw, Zen Headbutt, Bite, and Rock Smash. Next up, we have Springer, our Greninja at level 47, our lonely starter here in Kalos. Ability is Torrent. He's holding Splash Plate. Again, I should maybe give him leftovers, but I want to keep it on our defensive Shelgon right now. He's got Surf, Cut, Substitute, and Water Shuriken. Of course, the water moves being powered up by that Splash Plate. Next is Axel, our Roserade at level 46. He is a calm-natured Pokemon with the ability of Poison Point, holding Black Sludge, also for HP recovery for a Poison type. He's got Venoshock, Giga Drain, Stun Spore, and Worry Seed. Next is Sailor the Musharna at level 46. She is a relaxed Pokemon, just snoozing through the day, with the ability Forewarn. Psybeam, Nightmare, Yawn, Moonlight are the attacks. Next is Caliburn at level 49, our nice defensive Eviolite holding Doublade. He is a brave Pokemon with no guard for the ability. He's got Shadow Sneak, Iron Head, Night Slash, and Swords Dance. Last but not least, the Psychic Destroyer of Anastair City, Irwin the Crocodile, and originally, of course, from Unova. He is at level 49 with the Brave Nature, boosting attack, with the Moxie ability, boosting attack, holding the Dread Plate, boosting attack of dark moves like Crunch, also with Dig, Low Sweep, and Aerial Ace. Alright, so this is kind of like a Giovanni-type place, I believe. These warp tiles, they're not technically warp tiles, they are moving tiles, I guess. So we gotta make our way through this maze, we gotta find all these trainers. I can sneak right past you, look at that! Piece of cake! Or not. I wanted to fight them anyway. Experience is great. But I thought there'd be a way you can avoid... Because I think you said you have to fight every person you come across. You'll be captivated by the warp panel and transported away. So I really got to sit down at some point this week and pre-record a bunch of these episodes. Because I've been doing a day of recording thus far, I think, every day this week. I do, of course, have the weekend migraine, the Easter migraine, to thank for some of that. I think we're good to Zen Headbutt. Or not. Oh, you're going to stockpile. Excuse me. So, of course, that kind of slowed me down, the headache, the migraine. And it's still here a little bit. Like, hardly... Well, I shouldn't say hardly any that I... Hardly any that I can feel. But no, I can feel it enough to know it's still there. And I'm getting it. I'm starting to come back because I keep missing Zen Headbutt, which is, I think, 90% accurate. So, we should not have missed 2 in a row. And we flinch. Okay, that kind of makes up for it as long as we land this one. Thank you. So yes, a lot of day of recordings, and as far as my Pokemon going is concerned, generally I try to aim for about 6, maybe 7 kilometers per day, just to sort of get me on a decent pace to get my 50 for the week, because of course every Monday morning, if you walk 50 kilometers the previous week, you get some bonus eggs, bonus items, all that good stuff. The Warp Panels transport both happiness and sadness in equal measure, and people and clothes, I guess. So these are the Warp Panels. So one of the scientists. So I was saying I basically missed out on some walking because of the migraine, but I must have done a lot yesterday because I am on par, actually a little bit above my usual routine. I did walk 2 Pokemon completely, 6 kilometers apiece yesterday, so that kind of makes sense. That means that over the next few days, I'm going to have another massive batch of new Pokemon Go Best Buddies to feature photos and videos of on my Twitter and Instagram, which, if you want to follow me on either of those, they're also linked in the description. I don't know the voices for these. I'm just going to go ahead with, why, if it isn't that fascinating little trainer from the Kalos power plant. So we meet again, just as I said we would. You read the script. That's not fair. Aliana has some extra information that I ain't got. Mightyena? Do I fear you? Kinda don't. We have the Rocky Smashers. And I think, well, I mean, we have been intimidated, however. But I do believe you are more physical offensive than special. Of course, we've got the nice physical defense going on. Look at this. No damage. Rock Smash. Can we do at least? No, we're going to have to do half. We're going to do about a third. That's not even a third. That's about a quarter. But we could lower that defense. Rock Smash has that potential. So I think after this particular fight, I will swap out just to get the attack stat back where it is. You know what I can't wait for? The time that our Shelgon finally evolves and just to see what the attack stat is like. In fact, I don't know when, what time he's going to evolve at. Pretty sure it'll be level 50 o'clock at this point. But that remains to be seen. But once we hit level 50, I want to make a little mental note of the stats that it shows us for Shelgon, and just see how much does the attack stat go up by, and actually how much does the defense go down by, because I always thought that was interesting. Even back in Gen 1, you had things like Caterpie into Metapod into Butterfree. And I remember noticing that when Caterpie becomes Metapod, its attack stat, I think it goes down. It might stay about average with Caterpie, but from what I remember, I think it goes down. Defense, of course, goes way up because Metapod has a lot better defense. But just like back then, I was a wee little professor. Like my lab coat that I didn't have was like a big draping robe or whatever. But anyway, Dragon type. We needs to switch into... What's our best bet? I'm going to say Caliburn. We got the defense. We got the Eviolite. Safest bet, I think. We'll find out. But I found it, surprising that when Metapod became Butterfree, the defense noticeably changed. The defense went much lower for Butterfree. And I used to basic thoughts was, how can a stat go down? How can it get lower? I don't understand that. Okay, this is the last Pokemon. No need to Swords Dance, I don't think. We're just going to go straight up Iron Head. We're not going to go faster. Not going to go firster, I should say. Crunch, super effective. Defense is great on us. It ain't stab. Speaking of stab, here's an Iron Head. Wouldn't that actually just be, stabbing? Because, technically, where would you say the Blade's head is? Or heads, I guess, because you get 2 potential heads there. Iron Head, get a critical? No, whoa, we didn't need a critical. That was wild. Low roll, then high roll. Nice. I am the hero of time. I come from high roll. That's how things play out. You sure are an interesting trainer. You're far more capable than our useless grunts. Thank you. That's not really much of a compliment when you really break that down, but still cool. I don't have the key, but I'll let you pass. But which warp could it be? Which one could it be? Well, there's one that's a different color than the other. Technically, if you want to get really specific, really precise with what I just said, both are a different color than the other. Weird. Alright, let's go ahead and use a couple out-of-battle super potions. Best use, of course. Should use another for you. Still restores only 50. Okay. It's Gen 7 they made it that it gives 60, I believe. But they also downgraded Hyper Potions in Gen 7 as well. Okay. I'm feeling... I feel like the yellow one, now that it's a new color, is the fake out. I'm going to go green. Let me know if I'm right in the comments below, or right now. Okay. Now, can I go back? That is the question. If this takes me to the start, I'm not worried about that. I can easily just walk my way back. Whoa. Okay, that didn't take me to start. Did it? Yes, it did. What am I talking about? So that yellow might mean just straight up exits. Okay. We've learned something today. I hope I have educated you goodly in this adventure. I'm sure you all were well aware of that and told me, Professor, don't waste your time. Yellow's a trick. What if it puts you in a cage? What if they actually put something in a Pokemon game that could, as they call it, like soft lock the game? What if that teleport or that warp panel put you in a cage and you're just done? You can't do anything after that. Excuse me. Be kind of messed up, but time for me to lay waste to you and your Pokemon and finally get recognized by the admins. Now, I don't want to, talk a big game here, because overconfidence can be a downfall, but I don't see that happen in your future, my good man. We've dealt with this thing. So, if we can at least land our Zen Headbutt, I think this is actually level reverse, isn't it? Wasn't the previous one 46 and we were 45? Another flinch. Okay, nice stuff. I was going to heal Scales with another super potion off screen, off battle, I guess. But I forgot the leftovers coming in handily. Okay. If you have just a bunch of poison types, this is going to be good. Dark types aren't bad either. Of course, we got the Rock Smash on Scales. Can we get Scales to level 50 in this hideout? I'm not going to hope for that. You know why? The moment I do, the moment we get critical hit or some sort of like special attack against us, like maybe if this thing has, let's say, well, I know it can get Play Rough, because mine in Pokemon Go has Play Rough, but that is physical and not same type attack bonus, so I don't think that would be too much of a problem. Down goes that defense, not that we needed it, of course, a second standard Rock Smash would do the trick nicely. So, as I said, I have to try to get some time today, or at least sometime this week, to pre-record a bunch of these. I do plan to have another YouTube premiere when it comes time for the legendary part of the game. As I'm sure you're all well aware, ever since Gen 3, the legendary Pokemon have become plot-specific, plot essential in Pokemon games. So, not just the gym battles I want to have as YouTube premieres, but since that's the legendary moment, I want that as a premiere. So I might want to try to pre-record until that point. And then we'll do well, I'll have to pre-record that too, I guess, but then we'll have the YouTube premiere for that. We were told that as long as we created a ruckus, we could advance within Team Flare. Those scientists get special treatment, though. They're real close to Lysandre, after all. And there's also one more scientist we have not yet seen, but we will see soon enough. Now, are there any hidden items? Hey, maybe there's one in here. Oh! I'm going to go back that way anyway. Thanks, I guess. Okay, what's in this room? Is it scientist? No, it's the mysterious super warrior fighter people goods. I forget their voices. No sign of them here either. Who are these mysterious masked figures? Have you seen anything? We're looking for a really tall guy. And I mean tall. If you stretched out a Seviper and stood it up, he'd be that tall. We received some intelligence that Team Flare is also trying to find him for some reason. Didn't we meet him? Wasn't he like by the Badlands north of Lumiose? His relationship to Team Flare is still a mystery, but... Oh, by the way, I've got something for you. Take these with you, Chaz. How did she know my name? Revives. Useless. Full restores would have been much more preferable, but, I mean, in a standard game, those are good. Oh, wait, we met some time ago, but I didn't get your name then. I've never heard your name before, not once. I thought something was weird about that. Sorry. Anyway, we came here at a certain professor's request to stop Team Flare. I assume your goal is the same. Don't do anything reckless, okay? I'll do all the recklessnesses I want. Can I steal any secret data from their data secrets? I can't even look at this. I don't even know what this is. Have you folks... Wait. I can't even read the computer. I'm assuming a number of people watching the channel, maybe of the younger persuasion. So I'm curious, have you ever seen... the, say, old photos and such of what computer mainframes used to look like? Do they say anything different? What is that Lysandre guy thinking? I thought he wanted a beautiful world. The professor's been feeling pretty down, but he's using his network of acquaintances to try to stop Team Flare's plan. So, look up. I don't know what you would look up. Go to Google. Don't type in Bulbapedia this time. They might have something on it. I don't know. I doubt it. But look up historical computer mainframes, maybe, something like that. You will see these huge, bunkers of technology that, at that time, couldn't do as much as, our cell phones can today. It's wild to see how technology has changed, and what would this even be, within the century, just several decades. It's kind of wild. This takes us to nowhere. Okay, then. We gets to go downs. We gets to go fight a team. Ooh, item. How do I get it? How do I get it? Also, I see there's a door over here. I'm at a point. It's over there, actually, for you folks. Okay, let's beat you up. Look. Notice that her head moves? Or is that's a guy, I believe. Notice how his head moves. Is that not meeting their gaze? I know the traditional thing, you gotta stand in a straight line from them, right? But they always say, when a trainer's eyes meet, they must battle. He was looking at me, I can tell. Or was it like, since he's got these shades on inside, every time I step, he sees something, he's like, is that dust? I walk away, no, it's not dust. Comes back, is that still dust? And then finally when a person walks in front of him, oh wait, it's a people. Let's go beat up the people. Slash me all you want, critical hits aren't going to do too much to me anyways. I'm still in the green. What are you pulling here, Lifer? I feel like I should keep Scales in the lead, unless, you know, I got to switch him out for something kind of dangerous that he can't handle. But I think it might be a good idea to try to get him as close to level 50 as we can. Just something tells me that is the way to go. And again, I don't know what level he evolves at. We'll find out together. I'm actually, you folks, you're probably on Google right now, Bulbapedia, Shelgon, finding out. Don't tell me. I want to be surpriseified. I don't want to know what you might want me to know. Okay. I should probably heal. I should actually teach back Protect, so we have an extra turn during battle to restore HPs. I've been spooked by a face. Did you ever feel like that? Walking down the street, nice brisk pace, somebody just looks at you the wrong way, suddenly you're going like half the speed. Me? Never. I don't ever do that. I basically don't look at anybody, just in case that happens. You never know. I was walking around last night. Okay, let me set the stage for you. It was like just out of nowhere, it was becoming kind of foggy and misty. There's a confusion hit. We haven't had that in a while, so I'm not going to be too upset. I will, however, maybe it's about time to bust out a full restore. We haven't used those, I don't think, yet in this playthrough, but it is the smart thing to do because it's going to cure our confusion as well, and we're going to keep that +2 attack boost. Professor thinking away here. There we go. Do not swagger me again, though. That would be not great. We got an Assurance coming in, that's fine. Assurance is an interesting attack where you need a doubles team to a double battle to be able to make better use of Assurance, because it says if the target has been already damaged, then Assurance does double. Actually, does that include self-damage? Like, so if I hit myself Confusion, does that count to make Assurance more powerful? That I don't know about. If anyone out there knows, again, comment section. Help me out here. So anyway, like I said, setting the stage last night, misty, foggy, I don't know where. It kind of, within like the half hour, it kind of faded away anyway. But as I was walking around, fashionable people can lose too. Yes, we can. As I was walking around, there's a part where I stopped, like I was, of course, doing Pokemon Go hunting, and I was looking at my phone, and I looked up, and within pretty close range, someone completely dressed in black was walking, not to me, but the way I was going before I stopped. And like we were just coming out of the fog, and I'm like, did I almost get abducted by a shadow people? I didn't, but who knows what might have happened if I hadn't stopped when I stopped. What? You want to light in and take a little nap? What a softie. Do you think you can really use this TM? I'll take a rest. Taunt. I'm sure that would be very useful in some situations. When Taunt is used against Pokemon, they can only use moves that damage others. I'm trying to think. So if we have like that Absol, a situation where an Absol shows up again with that Swords Dance, we could simply taunt it. Also, you know, Taunt would be really good for? Annoying Meowstick. Oh my, you took off Team Flare's awesome suit? You didn't want to get it all wrinkled in bed, eh? That's the story that I'm pretending. Wait, I thought that was a garbage can. It's a chair. Technically, garbage cans of that height could be sat on. Now what's in there? How come there's so many trash cans that are empty? Do I trust Team Flare enough to actually close my eyes and nap in their facility? I'm okay for now. You know, admittedly, I don't think there's anything that does happen. I think this is just your basic run-of-the-mill healing spot. But we got potions, you know. I'm not going to lower my guard just yet. Where does this take us? So this is where we came up from. Okay. I've dealt with you, so now I can go around either down here. But this is where I came in from. Okay, so that is not the way to go. This pushes us back over to there, so we gotta go past her. Of course, like I said, we gotta fight all the people anyway. I'm gonna send you spinning! You are not doing such a thing. It's the panels that'll do such a thing. 2 Pokemon got Houndoomer. Well, we resist the fire typing. Would you have a special dark type attack? I wonder. I hope not. Let's go for Rock Smash. Those PPs are getting low, so I might want to make use of that heal. Do I have any Leppa Berries? I noticed too, I think I mentioned this before, but back when the beat up attack first was added to the game, it would say, you know, so Houndoom used beat up, it says Houndoom's attack, and then like say Sneasel's attack, and then Oricorio's attack, stuff like that. They took that out now because I guess they don't want, like if you're going to use beat up, you would be, you know, spilling your whole hand, letting the opponent see what your entire team is. So it's smarter this way that they don't know who's doing it, I guess. I kind of like the way it would say that, you know, so you know exactly which Pokemon did what damage. But, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? Not that much. Alright, let's see what's next. It is a Toxic Croak. Again, I'm expecting physical. Oh, wait a minute. You know what we can do with this guy? Zen Headbutt. Doubly super effective. We are faster. This thing went for counter, didn't it? Fortunately, if it did, it ain't getting to use it. Might have also gone for payback, maybe. Down goes the grunt. Whatever. I care not if I lose. I'll be in a brand new world of beauty and perfection soon. Will you, though? Not if I stop the button, which is what I'm planning to do. Stepping on the spin panels will send you spinning until you run into something. That is kind of funny. They don't really give you, what would you call it, a safety net to land into. You just hit the wall. That's how I used to skate. Okay, oh, okay, at least it didn't push us too far back, and then it pushed us too far back. But it's not too far back, I guess. So what was the wrong one? Well, we're going to get past you anyway. Down was the wrong one, right? Let's go left. Okay. This was excessive. Much of this was unnecessary. How do I get into there? I want to get into there. Well, we got one more grunt here to deal with. I think this might be good for this episode. Let's see how long this one takes to bring down. She's only got 2 Pokemon. That's fine. Manectric. Now, I was randomly, my thought went back to Pokemon Go Best Buddies. And then I lost it. Shadow Claw, I guess? I mean, if we need to, we've got Irwin. Let's see what this thing has in store for us. But I was really, ooh, switching. I had to, like, figure out what I'm going to do. So, every night in Pokemon Go, I will, if I have a lot of extra berries, I will feed every Pokemon I can. You can switch Pokemon 20 times, and I will also give them a little pet. I could also technically get a buddy heart by taking a photo of them, but I don't like just spamming photos just to get the heart. It's like, I want to take an actual nice-looking photo, at least something that I feel is nice-looking. I don't want to toot my own horn. If you guys want to throw some feedback on my photos, check out my Instagram and Twitter, both linked in the description. There we go. A little tie-in for what is this dark type? How do I deal with you again? I could yawn, for starters. Let's see what this can do. Gonna scary face? Okay, that's fine. But, so last night, apparently, my Chandelure Witwicky needed only 1 more heart to become best buddies. And I got that heart just by, you know, playing with him, petting him, or whatever. But I'm just gonna go for a Moonlight in case they hit me. Oh, okay, that's fine. But it was like almost midnight. It was actually close to 11:30 that night. I'm like, okay, there's nowhere in the house. Like, Witwicky, Chandelure is a big model in Pokemon Go. There's not really any space in the house that I could get some good photos of. And so, 1 second, I'm going to switch into, I guess, Axel. I think usually he's our go-to guy for these things. and it was too dark out to get any photos. See, I have a yard in the back light. No, let's fix that. I have a back light in the yard which is burnt out. Probably the wires are all busted up and stuff, so I have to get that replaced. Once I do, though, I'm gonna get some really nice looking backyard photos, maybe. Pokemon Go's photo thing doesn't really like the darkness all that much. Ooh, that hurts. So let's go. Let's just keep our healing going. Let's just hope for a not critical crunch. I mean, even if we get critically hit here, I think the heal should keep us safe. So anyways, I got best buddies with my Chandelure. No options for getting photos for him yet, because I always like to get a photo of each animation that the Pokemon has to commemorate hitting best buddies. And that I gotta do today. But what was weird, not weird, which is like, you know, randomly timed unfortunate, before I could go out and get photos of him, I hit best buddies with my Totodile. So I always upload to like Instagram and Twitter. I say, oh, Pokemon Go best buddy 43 is here, or 44, 45. So technically, I had to say best buddy 48 is here, and then later today when I get Wiki's photos, say 47 is here. See, I'm going to see if anybody even notices that they went out of order. I don't think anyone will. Now, if you go and say that after this video goes live, I'm going to know you use this video for information. I can track that. We were researching the ultimate weapon along with Lysandre and his team of scientists in order to bring about world peace. Have you now? Okay, so that is going to wrap things up for today's episode here in Pokemon X. I want to say thank you, folks, for hanging out with me and checking this out. Our adventure is coming to a big climactic showdown, as you can tell, as most Pokemon games do. We'll be there soon enough. If you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to click that like button down below to show your support. And if you missed any episodes along the way of Pokemon X, you can check out the link in the description to our playlist of our Kalos adventures. Feel free to share any of this content across social media, your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, what have you, basically. And if you are new to the channel and you want to see some more content such as this, feel free to subscribe. Clicking that subscribe button is the way to do that. Hit the bell next to that to get updates when new videos and such are coming your way. And if you want to sponsor our channel and help support my adventures through Pokemon, click the join button down below, take a look at our 2 tiers we have available, and see what perks may be of interest to you to support the channel today. Alright, that's it. We're done. Thank you folks again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and as always, I'll catch you next time.